Do you know that the word Japa, a Yoruba word that describes the mass exodus of both skilled and unskilled Nigerians to foreign countries in search of a better livelihood, has found its way in the global lexicon? In view of this, it therefore becomes expedient to diversify strategies of harnessing the enormous potentials of our Nigerians in the diaspora by turning brain drain to brain gain and brain circulation through strategic communication in managing migration and national development. This came to the fore at the 6th International Conference on Communication and Development in Africa, with the theme, JACPA, Communicating Migration, Diaspora, and Africa's Development at Nasarawa State University, Kefi. Honorable Abike Dabrerewa, Chairman CEO, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, was represented by Secretary to the Commission, Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi. Stick around for details. We also have on our show heart-rending stories of Nigerian girls stranded in Ghana and number of those rescued as victims of human trafficking. Chairman Board of Trustees, Nigerians in Diaspora Organization, Ghana, Chief Chapter, Callistus Eloziua, was in NIDCOM headquarters in Abuja. Details soon. And not forgetting our complimentary segment of health tips by Association of Nigerian Physicians in the Americas on our diaspora of the moment. This is your favorite show, The Diaspora. I remain your anchor, Juliana Vincent Yakubu. Good to be back. Please stay. Welcome back. Let's begin with the keynote address by the Chairman CEO, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabrerewa, as she speaks at the conference organized by the Institute of Strategic Development Communication, delivered by the Secretary to the Commission, Engineer Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi.
The diaspora remain the key catalyst to Africa's development and growth. Bringing this homeward, we at the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission are most proud to witness how Nigerians abroad continue to excel and support communities and the economy of Nigeria, both at home and also in their host countries. However, our concern is the media and the content reportage regarding migration and the diaspora. As a vocal promoter of strategic diaspora affairs, it is pertinent that relevant stakeholders, particularly the media, must engage in open, honest conversations about both the opportunities and challenges that comes with migration. In addition, we must tell our stories and celebrate the success stories of Nigerians in the diaspora. The unscrupulous activities done by a few Nigerians is not enough for us to criminalize all Nigerians in the diaspora. The media, therefore, should present factual and balanced reportage on Nigerians in the diaspora and Africans generally, mostly on their achievements done in their host countries and also in Nigeria.
This event is a milestone in view of its significance and importance to our nation building and its nexus with the mandate of NAPTIP amidst emerging global concerns on irregular migration and human trafficking in the world. Human trafficking can be described as commodification of human beings. It is modern-day slavery, which is also as old as human civilization. Global estimates, according to International Labour Organization, ILO, shows that forced labor generates an estimated $236 billion per annum as at 2024, while an estimated 40 million victims are trapped in modern slavery. As we leverage on the ideals of this conference, a clarion call is made to everyone here to synergize with NAPTIP to rid our country of the debilitating effects of human trafficking and irregular migration, thereby deal a deadly blow on human trafficking and irregular migration in Nigeria.
The goodwill message of the Honorable Minister of Youth Development at the 6th International Conference on Development and Communication in Africa, holding here at the National State University, KEFI, with the theme, JAPA, Communicating Migration, Diaspora and Africa's Development. In the recent times, the country has witnessed a surge in a phenomenon popularly referred to as JAPA, which simply means to escape or flee, often to seek greener pasture or perceived better life outside the shores of the country. However, since the coming of the present administration under His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigerian youth are beginning to see practical steps and deliberate initiatives to address the socio-economic growth and development in the country.
Migration presents immense opportunities for economic growth, knowledge transfer, and cultural exchange. It also poses challenges that require coordinated governance, informed policy making, and strategic communication, as it was well presented by our colleagues from NAPTIP here today. The way we communicate migration matters. Its cause, its impacts, and its governance. It greatly influences public perception, policy making, and the experience of migrants themselves. This conference, this event, serves as an invaluable platform to deepen these conversations and advance on practical solutions.
The increasing trend of migration from Africa, commonly referred to in Nigeria as JAPA, reflects, as we all know, deep-rooted economic, social, and political dynamics that require careful attention and coordinated action at every institutional and societal level. Is the case, the migration is the case of across the society, across the institution, across the government topic. Today, in a digital era, media narratives and social networks play a crucial role in shaping migration decisions. Social media, news platforms, and digital communities influence people's perceptions of life abroad, very often glamorizing migration while downplaying challenges. In Nigeria, as in any other country, misinformation and exaggerated success stories can lead to unrealistic expectations among prospective migrants.
The theme for this year, JAPA, Communicating Migration, Diaspora and Africa's Development, is as timely as it is important. Migration is more than just a movement of people. It is a narrative, a policy challenge, and a development opportunity. The term JAPA has become synonymous with the aspirations and frustrations of many Africans seeking better prospects abroad. But beyond the individual journeys, migration has profound socio-economic implications for Africa. Mr. Chairman, as an institution, National State University is deeply invested in shaping narratives that drive positive change. Our role is not only to educate, but to contribute meaningfully to national and global conversations on development.
If we look at what comes in from Nigerians in the diaspora who are doing legitimate business and supporting legitimate professions across the globe, it's one of our main sources of revenue, especially foreign inflow to this country. We also realize that migration is doing a lot of damage to our image, And so we thought this platform should provide us opportunity to engage in different aspects of this so that we can come up with policy recommendations, we can come up with interventions in a way that we can accentuate some of the projects already on ground by NAPTIP and IOM that has been leading and providing support and all that.
Now it's time to hear from Chief Callistus Elozua as he talks on human trafficking and the impact of NIDCOM interventions in an expose with Mr. Gabriel Odu from NIDCOM Media. Take a listen.
You have been in the news, especially last year. Why are you in the news? What is happening in Ghana? Having, to the extent that NIDCOM has been to Ghana to see to the welfare of Nigerians. Why is Ghana should I say lucrative to Nigerians, Nigerian young people, especially girls and women to Ghana? Can you give us a sense?
Yeah.
What's happening there?
If you look at the relationship between Nigeria and Ghana, as one of the English-speaking countries within the West African state, we've had an existing relationship that has been there for years. Mostly some Nigerians feel free in Ghana, like whereas the Ghanaians feel free in Nigeria. Though some of our people took that advantage because sometimes they don't require to have some certain documentations before they come into Ghana to do some certain businesses. It's only when you're in the country that you obtain the necessary documents for you to reside there lawfully. So that is one of the things, the reason, and it's another hub to other West African states. If you are traveling to Gambia, to Ivory Coast, to so many other parts of the West African state, Senegal, you have to pass Ghana first before you get to those countries, mainly when you are going by road. So it's like Ghana becomes a hub for most travelers within the West African states. And the English-speaking part of it is another contributing factor.
Thank you. Give us that scenario. Can you give us a figure, especially for last year? How many girls were trafficked to Ghana and how many did we rescue? The organization as board member, my board chairman, rescued from Ghana to Nigeria.
Yeah, if we want to go by the figure as people that have been trafficked to Ghana, Nigerians that have been trafficked to Ghana, I can't give you that because it's so overwhelming that you can't get the number. We can only talk about the people who have trafficked. Because as I speak to you now, we still have over 2,000 to 3,000 Nigerians that have been trafficked that have not been rescued.
In Ghana?
In Ghana. As I speak to you now, that if Nigerian government wants to take up that assignment to assist us there, to rescue those our children that are being molested on daily basis, used for self-trust businesses and so many other things. We are going to rescue not less than 2,000 to 3,000 Nigerians. The effort we have made is because of the contribution of NIDCOM. I must say it is very clear because majority of the people we have rescued, it was your office that assisted us by getting us the bus, which was donated during the last time, National Diaspora Day. And that vehicle has come to Ghana for not less than 2 or 3 times, and each time they come, they don't go with less than 15, 20 people. That is just for that. Then on our own, if you go to statistics with the human trafficking section of Ghana Police, you see that we've done over 270 Nigerians being rescued. What you people have is the one that was recorded, that was sent to you. We have some numbers that are 2 or 3 or 4. Those ones, when their numbers is not much, we just send them back to NAPTIC without even putting it out to your secretariat.
The barons, are they invisible?
Nobody can be invisible when it comes to the issue of crime. It depends on the authorities when they make decisions to stop it. There's no crime that can not be stopped. Individually, as a civilian, we are doing what we can do to talk about when the authorities make decision that they want to stop it. It's very simple. Why do I say so? I'll tell you. It can't traffic somebody without passing through our road. You can't traffic somebody without a vehicle. You can't traffic somebody. We have our immigrations at the border. I can give you instantly, if Nigerian government wants to stop trafficking today, about 3 cardinal places they can look at. And if they go there, we can reduce it to at least up to 60%. I'm talking about the point of departure, before you talk about entry. If you go to my 2, Lagos, 90% of the bus taxi drivers, the people who apply to Ghana route, are agents. And in law of, when it comes to human trafficking, the vehicle that trafficked those children to any destination are part of the traffickers. They have their agents. Those agents are part of the trafficking. The people who receive them are part of the traffic. Then the people who house them are part of traffic. So if we decide to prosecute these people according to the laws of our nation, there's no way we cannot reduce it or stop it radically. But the constraint there we have is this. We're talking about NICOM now. Our chairperson has visited us severally. The logistics there, if not for the vehicle, imagine what it takes for your boss to come to Ghana each trip. I don't think it was part of your budget. Whilst you were making your budget to submit to the federal government. Now, NAPTIC needs shelter. NAPTIC needs to feed these people. Because one of the greatest problems we have is lack of prosecution. And to prosecute a criminal when it comes to the issue of human trafficking is expensive. Most of the cases we're having in Ghana there now, we've kept some victims for not less than 7 months. That 7 months, I've sent some of them to go and learn work whilst their case is going on. We feed them on daily basis. Their medicals is how to take care of it. You talk about their clothing and so many other issues that is associated with prosecution. That is the reason why the criminals find advantage to continue to do what they do, because they know even the police in Ghana does not have the resources to keep the victims for the cases to be prosecuted. It could bring them back home here. We just repatriated some suspects along with the victims back to NAPTIC. I must commend Madam Comfort of NAPTIC Lagos, the work she's doing. Anytime we call upon her, she has always been there, just like our chairperson. God will definitely bless these 2 people and other Nigerians who are contributing, including the Nigerian ambassador.
We would like to give you a copy of the National Diaspora Policy, which entails the engagements of NIDCOM with the diaspora globally. We will also give you, as a member of the Board of Trustees of NIDO, our annual diaspora calendar events for 2025, which you can share also with your NIDO group in Accra, Ghana. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of Nigerians in Diaspora Organization Africa, Nigerians in Diaspora Organization Ghana, and all Nigerians living in Ghana, we are very grateful to your commission.
Thank you, sir.
We thank you and God bless you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's take a short break. The diaspora continues shortly.
What opportunities are there back home for those who want to return and contribute? Are we going to frustrate them? Are we going to give them those opportunities? Are we going to make it easier for them? That is the role of the Diaspora Commission. And we're glad that a lot of Nigerians abroad are coming back to see what they can do. They are bringing in businesses. They are bringing in partners. They're promoting Nigeria across the world. So really, it's not a negative thing if you go abroad, but then you want to come back home. What kind of home do you want to come back to? What are the opportunities back home? What is the development that you can bring back home, having after acquired the knowledge and capacity and training? And wherever you go, home will always be home. As the saying goes, no matter how far a river flows, it can never cut off from its source.
Welcome back. Now to our health tip segment with Ampa Doctor.
Sickle cell disease is an inherited blood cell disorder, specifically red blood cell. So in your body, you have white blood cells that help prevent infection. You have platelets that help prevent injury, to help you to heal. And then you have red blood cells, which supply oxygen throughout your body. In a person without sickle cell disease, Their red blood cells are perfectly round and flexible, so they can move through the body without any issues. A person with sickle cell disease, the red blood cells are sickled or crescent shape, given the name of the disease, and they have problems traveling through different sizes or different blood vessels, so different sizes. So it can really impact your major organs. It can cause problems involving swelling of the lower extremities and the hands. It can cause organ damage to your kidneys. It can cause stroke. It can cause heart disease. So it makes a major impact, especially people with ethnic connections to Africa, the Middle East, the Mediterranean basin, and India.
How is sickle cell disease diagnosed?
It's really easy to diagnose. It's a simple blood test. It can be done at a lab or even at a point of care center.
Now, to our diaspora of the moment.
Our diaspora of the moment is Matuwo Olufukumbi, a United States Navy officer who has become the first Nigerian American to qualify as a nuclear engineer under the prestigious U.S. Navy Nuclear Propulsion Program. Navy Olufukumbi enlisted in the Navy as an electronic technician in January 2001, was accepted into the Seaman to Admiral program, and graduated from Old Dominion University in May 2008 with a degree in electrical engineering. He is also a graduate of the Naval Nuclear Propulsion Program, JPMA Phase 1 qualified, and holds a master's in engineering management from Old Dominion University. He served as Commander, Navy Recruiting Command, as Nucleus Program Officer and Commander, Naval Surface Forces, Atlantic, as the Naval Surface Forces Expeditionary, Amphibious Warfare, and Mine Warfare, Warfighting Requirements and Assessment Lead. His military decorations include the Navy Commendation Medal, 4 awards, Navy Achievement Medal, 3 awards, and various units, campaign, and service awards. He recently made history as the first Nigerian American to qualify as a nuclear engineer under the prestigious U.S. Navy Nuclear Propulsion Program. Congratulations, Navy Matuwo Olufukumbi. We celebrate you as our diaspora of the moment.
This is the Diaspora this week. Keep it for another interesting episode of your favorite show, The Diaspora. I remain your anchor, Juliana Vincent Chekubu. Stay positive.